we are first year into using Agrisea. 3 applications, one in October, one just after January, and one a couple of weeks ago. Results have just been amazing. Did the next application in just after January, and did a dig then as well, and wasn't too sure what to expect. As it, we knew the product was going to be good. We thought it was going to be good. Everything, as in the pan depth, that had virtually doubled. So you could see that the worms had been working. So that soil was a lot darker. The pan wasn't there. So the roots were then able to get down further. The grass roots were a lot longer. So that was going to give us more structure in the ground, and for the grass, it was going to look a lot better. Our worm count had more than doubled. Couldn't believe the results, and now we've just done our 3rd application of soil and pasture, and I think we're onwards and upwards, even though we are only early into the stage of the program, as in we'll just keep buying pods every year. We're in for it for the long haul pretty much. We haven't been doing it for 5 or 10 years, but the results within a year, and only after a few applications, it's crazy. And we're just, the boss is just amazed. And we can see ourselves just phasing out all these other chemicals and other products that are out there. It's onwards and upwards pretty much. Grass growth with the product has been amazing. I hate to think how much more grass we've grown per year, per acre pretty much, or per hectare. It's just I feel like the rotation is I've been able to get into the paddocks with Agrisea. I've been in there sort of probably twice compared to the normal paddocks on the farm. It's just and you can tell on the pretty much tell on the milk docket when the cows go into a Agrisea paddock, and I was trying to give them a week of Agrisea paddocks, and you could see the spike in the milk docket, and the litres went up. The solids, protein, everything just sort of seemed to follow. And that's fair dinkum. It was there in the results. It was just crazy. The docket just showed it, and it's got to be Agrisea. We're only doing a 3rd of the farm in soil and pasture, and so we'll just have a look at a dig that we're just going to choose a paddock, one of my non-Agrisea paddocks, and we'll just show you the difference in soil and structure, as in worms, clay. You'll be able to just visually see the difference of what is going on between an Agrisea paddock with the soil and pasture fertiliser to something that's just getting the normal chemical-based fertilisers that we get told to put on every day. As you can see, the clay's visual, and it's right there. I wasn't able to go down right down to a true spade depth, because as you can see, everything has just crumbled. That's just been the clay structure compared to the other dig. I was able to dig a spade depth down, and you could see that dark soil. Now you can see this clay is a lot higher, and that's making it harder for the roots to go through and deep down into the structure, and then that clay also slows up the activity, as in worms as well, to make that soil nice and rich for the plant to grow pretty much. And as you can see, it just falls apart. So there's just nothing there, whereas a good base like this here, it's hard to rip apart, so that the root mass is a lot denser, and which is what you're wanting. Then that stops the pulling and bits and pieces going on in the summer. So this crumbling away, it's no good for anything. It's just a waste. As you can see, there's worm life. It is there. I think there's a few there, but not as thick. They're not as big and as dense as an Agrisea fertilised paddock. So she's pretty much black and white, as in the difference. It's just the visual is just amazing, and we're seeing those results in a dig just like that. As you can see behind us, the cows are in fantastic nick. Just shiny coats all the way through the season. Especially after calving, they have a hard knock and into mating. And noticed we've been using animal health tonic every day. Gets thrown into the trough. Have got a dispenser as well as just a little bit in the trough, just to make sure they are getting their right amount and a little bit extra. So Keith told us is not going to hurt. Just getting their per day dose of animal health. And we've seen results not only with the cows in production, health-wise, shiny coats, their droppings, manure. It all seems to run through the whole body. Along with that, healthier cows have become less bills for us as well. Vet bills. Even though we're only into our third application of fertiliser with Agrisea, we have been using the health tonic since start of calving. It was before calving, actually. It was in the dry period, probably about this time, about May. We started animal health just to get it into the system, and our vet bill has probably dropped about a third. Even though we're only a year into it, the results, as you can see from the pasture to the animal health, these things seem to happen quite quickly. So end of the day, us farmers like to see those kind of results, and the bills don't go away. But if you can make them a little bit less, it certainly all helps, and it moves on to spending elsewhere, I guess. This winter they won't have to put on probably so much condition because they've been healthy, so they're eating better, storing fat, I guess, and we'll go into an easier winter, easier calving as well. Just, I'm pretty sure, purely to the animal health. So that'll carry on. Another thing we did do this year at the start of calving was I was putting the animal health tonic in with the calf milk, just the AM and PM milkings, just 10 to 20 ml per calf, just on cafeterias. And as soon as they were dropped, they were given actually a 20 ml dose of animal health tonic. And from there, just daily in their milk, in the AM and PM milkings. The yearlings, they look a picture pretty much. It's just, we've had a hard summer. December, January was hard here, and eczema was about. But maybe, I guess with the animal health in them, tonic, it's, they've come through unscathed. We got told about it, as in to do it with the calves, and thought we'll give it a crack. And it's worked the treat, and that's just going to help for the long run as well, for them to go on to mating in a few months' time and carry on through to 2-year-olds and into the herd. Your yearlings are your gem. They're the start of their life, and if you can get that right, which this year's cows look like they have, it'll pay off with everything from vet bills to milk production.